Through a party at the county jail. Prison bars that the bell was jumping and the drum began to sing. You should have heard the knocked out jailbird sing. Let's rock. Dun. And let's rock.
This is my Elvis. That's all I can do.
Bruno Mars is known as a musician who never takes collaborations lightly. Every partnership he's been part of always feels timely, full of chemistry, and capable of producing massive hits. The year 2026 is predicted to be his next big moment, especially with many rumors suggesting that Bruno is preparing several groundbreaking collaborations that could shock the music world. One of the strongest names being mentioned is Billie Eilish. Imagine Bruno's soulful vocals and classic groove blending with Billie's dark, minimalist, and atmospheric style. Fans can already picture a retro-inspired beat layered with Bruno's harmonies, followed by Billie's soft yet emotional delivery. The combination of these two pop generations could write a new chapter in music history. A Bruno-Billie collaboration is also intriguing because both have very different yet equally passionate fan bases. Bruno's funk and R&B lovers would intersect with Billie's fans, who are drawn to her deep and meaningful lyrics. If it really happens, their song could easily become one of 2020's IXS-defining anthems. Beyond Billie, BTS is another major name tied to the rumors. 2026 will be an important year as all members are expected to complete their military service and return to full-time music activities. Speculation suggests that Bruno Mars could be one of the global stars working with them. Taeyong, or V, is seen as the strongest candidate, given his jazzy, deep, and charismatic vocal style that aligns perfectly with Bruno's aura. If Bruno and Taeyong release a duet, the track could dominate global charts instantly. Fans already create fan-made edits pairing the two, proving just how high expectations are for this potential collaboration. Jungkook is also a strong possibility. Having already proven himself as a solo powerhouse on the global stage, a collaboration with Bruno, who thrives on unmatched stage energy, could spark an explosive performance at international arenas. Another name that cannot be ignored is Dua Lipa. Both artists have successfully brought retro and disco vibes into modern pop. Dua Lipa's Future Nostalgia became a global sensation, while Bruno has always stayed consistent with his funky grooves. Together, they could create the ultimate summer hit of 2026, a track played endlessly worldwide. Now picture the choreography, the vibrant retro-inspired music video, and the live stage collaboration between Bruno and Dua Lipa. It wouldn't just trend in the music scene but also in the fashion world, as both are known for their bold style choices. Outside pop, Bruno might also venture deeper into hip-hop. Drake and The Weeknd are two big names often mentioned in connection with him. With Drake, Bruno could craft an upbeat track with an irresistible hook. With The Weeknd, the result could be a dark, futuristic ballad full of atmosphere. A Bruno-Weeknd collaboration could even be seen as a revival of the golden pop R&B era once dominated by legends like Michael Jackson and Prince, but with a modern edge. Fans would likely talk about it for years to come if it ever materializes. Rose from Blackpink is another likely candidate for a follow-up collaboration. Their hit APT was a massive success, so fans naturally expect a sequel project. Many even hope for a full collaborative EP or album between Bruno and Rose. Their second collaboration could become an iconic cross-cultural moment, strengthening the bridge between Western pop and K-pop. With Rose steadily building her solo career, Bruno could be the perfect partner to push her even further into the global spotlight. Beyond Rose, there's also speculation that Bruno could team up with all of Blackpink for a special project. Given the group's continued popularity, such a collaboration could smash streaming records worldwide. Lady Gaga is another strong contender. After the success of Die With a Smile, many believe Bruno and Gaga could expand on their chemistry in 2026. Whether through a joint album or even a co-headlining tour, the possibilities are endless. A Gaga-Bruno partnership would not only be about the music but also the visuals. Gaga's unpredictable fashion statements and conceptual stage designs paired with Bruno's solid band and choreography could create one of the most spectacular tours of the decade. There's also a strong chance that Bruno might dive into the Latin music market. With his Puerto Rican heritage, he has a cultural connection to Latin rhythms. Names like Bad Bunny and Karol G are often brought up as potential partners. Imagine a Latin funk track with Bruno and Bad Bunny. The vibe would be unique yet globally appealing, a fusion that both Latin and international audiences would embrace wholeheartedly. Aside from Latin, Bruno could also collaborate with big EDM names. Calvin Harris, David Guetta, or even Swedish House Mafia have been mentioned in fan discussions. Bruno's powerful vocals paired with EDM drops could easily create a festival anthem. Such a move could extend Bruno's reach into major music festivals, from Coachella to Tomorrowland, broadening his influence across new audiences. On the other hand, a Bruno-Billie partnership might not stop at just one track. Fans speculate that the two could release a conceptual mini-EP, with songs telling stories from contrasting perspectives. Billie's dark tones balanced by Bruno's vibrant groove could result in a unique musical project that is rarely seen in today's industry, potentially a landmark in music history. Bruno could also open himself to rising stars. Names like Olivia Rodrigo or Tate McRae come up frequently in discussions. With their massive young audiences, a collaboration with Bruno would unite generations and create intergenerational pop magic. Such cross-generational projects would be crucial in keeping Bruno's music relevant while expanding his reach to younger fans in an ever-evolving industry. Another exciting speculation is Bruno's potential involvement in a major film soundtrack in 2026. Marvel, Disney, or even a Broadway-inspired film could tap him, possibly pairing him with other artists. Some fans imagine Bruno and Billie creating a soundtrack piece together. Their combined sound would be cinematic perfection, ideal for a global blockbuster. Outside of music releases, Bruno could embark on a collaborative world tour, perhaps with Gaga or even Rosé. Such tours are not just about music but also serve as strategic business moves capable of generating massive profits. If such a tour happens, Asia is almost certain to be a primary destination. Bruno already has a huge fan base in the region, and with partners like Rosé or BTS, those concerts could become some of the biggest ever. Fans in Indonesia, the Philippines, South Korea, and Japan are already buzzing online about the possibility. Tickets for such shows would sell out in mere minutes. Collaboration may also take the form of charitable projects or social campaigns. Bruno has a history of philanthropy, so teaming up with other artists for a charity single in 2026 wouldn't be far-fetched. There's also room for fashion collaborations. Bruno's retro flair combined with Billie or Dua Lipa's modern influence could result in a fashion collection that dominates trends. By blending music, tours, fashion, and multimedia projects, 2026 could easily become the busiest and most groundbreaking year of Bruno's career. The collaborations he chooses will shape not just his artistic direction, but also global music culture. One thing is certain, whenever Bruno Mars decides to collaborate, the result is never ordinary. 2026 could prove once again that he remains one of the world's greatest entertainers, with projects destined to be remembered. And for fans, the speculation alone is already enough to generate massive excitement. The thrill of following Bruno Mars' journey lies in waiting for the next big surprise, because with him it could come from anyone, anywhere, at any time. Some fan forums have even spread the wildest rumors about Bruno in 2026. One theory claims he has secretly recorded a track with Billie Eilish, not meant for immediate release, but instead tied to a major film soundtrack at the end of the year, its title still hidden by the label. Another rumor says Bruno already recorded with BTS right after their military service ended. An insider allegedly revealed that the big announcement is being deliberately delayed until 2026 for maximum impact. If true, this could be one of the most monumental collaborations in music history. Some even believe Bruno is working on a full collaboration album, with each track featuring a different guest artist, from Rosé, Dua Lipa, and Drake, to Billie Eilish. If that turns out to be true, 2026 could mark the golden era where Bruno not only releases BM4, but also delivers the biggest collaboration project of his career. And in the wildest rumor yet, fans speculate that Bruno might show up unannounced at Coachella 2026, not as a solo act but alongside Lady Gaga. A surprise like that could instantly cement the festival as one of the most legendary in history.